Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest 2.7. We are here today with Quartz and her special side story in the city of Lost River. So we are still exploring the city streets trying to take on the coyote challenge that Quartz has to face. So her extra challenge, the bonus side story that you guys actually voted on and managed to unlock, it was a hidden Easter egg inside of the straw polls that we put into the video descriptions for you guys to use. And she was a hidden Easter egg, a distant howl, a familiar howl in the distance that you guys voted on investigating, and it unlocked her side story and her side challenge, which is to find and hunt down 10 coyotes in the Lost River map. And we're almost there. We're at 8 coyotes. We just need 2 more. And we also have enough experience now that we should potentially be able to find Quartz a mate. So we're going to be looking for the coyotes in the city, but then we're also going to be popping over to where the Van Winkle pack is, and we're going to see if we can find Quartz a very a wonderful mate of her own, so she can maybe start a pack. And we can't start a pack in Lost River, unfortunately, because you can't have puppies. No puppies in Lost River. What the heck? And apparently I'm stuck on the sidewalk. I don't even know what that was about. So you can't have puppies in Lost River, but it would just be fun to kind of imagine Quartz as being a city wolf. Also, I just noticed they put a bunch of benches along the ditch here. Doesn't that seem extremely dangerous? Like, who's really going to be like, sure, child, go ahead and sit and admire the concrete. And, I mean, yeah, look at the view. You guys have such beautiful things to offer behind you, that gorgeous mountain. Why did you put all your benches on this side of town where you can stare into a ditch and potentially fall? You can fall in this ditch, so be careful, you guys. You can tumble in there, and then you have to work your way all the way over to the exit and then swim up here, or climb all the way over here and then climb up out of the ditch. It's a big problem. I mean, really, there should be a gate on this thing so that small children won't fall in. I have some questions about the safety practices of these benches. I can't believe I've never noticed them before. But yes, so, and we're going to go ahead and turn around and not fall down, please. So we are exploring Lost River and working on the coyote challenge. So we're trying to find 2 more city coyotes and get a little bit more experience, because this is an opportunity as a side story for Quartz to be able to build up, whoops, wrong button, don't pardon me, for her to be able to build up her pack experience and kind of gain more experience as a single wolf. And I have been thinking lately, and let me know what you guys think about this, of not doing it where we keep one save file with the wolves. Oh, there's the elk. Haha, food. All right, just have to find the weak one. There we go. They're all scattering. But yeah, I've been thinking of keeping the wolves as separate save files instead of just editing the wolves. All right, there we go. Using the city streets to our advantage here. And then maybe when the wolves reach like a certain amount of experience, they can gain like a new ability or something. I'm not sure. But I think that's kind of a downside because we'll never have white wolves again. You don't get white wolves unless you have, I think it's 20,000 experience points. And we only play each wolf for about max of 3 generations, max of 3 litters, I mean. And it's really hard to get 20,000 experience points within 3 litters. Yes, okay, stay there. No, I'm going to pin you up against the school bus. So yeah, I don't know. We probably won't do that in the long run, but at least we know Quartz is getting like those kinds of boosts. All right, come on. So it's kind of fun to track her stats personally instead of just have them go into the pack like pile. But we probably will in the future with Starry Skies keep like, oh wow, there's food over there. I forgot we left food over there. That's probably terrifying for the poor elk who's like running around in circles, where I'm going to have a snack and then we'll go ahead and continue chasing that elk because Quartz is not exactly in any kind of hurry. So yeah, don't mind me. I'm just trying to think of the fun ways that we can kind of watch the pack life grow. And I really, really like just modifying the wolf and keeping the save file going. And that works really well, like the wolf file going, because then you get to see what all of the generations have added up, how many grizzlies they've chased off together, all of those details. And I forgot to do it with Star Dancer, but we'll figure it out. All right, so let's see where we're at now. Should I hunt down another coyote? I'm going to actually investigate around the amusement park and see if we can find a coyote there. So we might hunt another elk. We're kind of working hard on these city elk. We might pop up to the houses. All right, coyote over here. What about on the other side? Can I get behind this fence? Is that something I can do? Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. All right, this is like a giant RV. Wow, I don't know if I've ever wandered over here before. There's a lot of like propane tanks and things here. Oh geez. I hope I'm not gonna get stuck. That would be very bad. Alright, so far so good. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I've ever wandered. Woo, I just jumped right through that. Quite so far into the carnival. Alright, no coyotes over here. Alright, nobody here. This is a really cool area to wander around in, though. Alright, let's go check the little housing district. Because sometimes we'll run into coyotes, like, in this area. In the playground, maybe? I feel like we've run into some coyotes in the playground area before. And then we'll go check the little suburb area that's over, like, right over there. Around the corner, down the street. Yeah, I just get the feeling Quartz is definitely a city wolf, you guys. She really likes being here. She thinks it's interesting. It's been abandoned for so long. It's just an example of nature kind of reclaiming everything. And a lot of you guys like comparing this to Chernobyl and how that area in the Ukraine now has really strong wolves. And some of you have read articles that were not scientifically accurate saying that the wolves there are hyper aggressive because of the radiation, and they're not. They're more abundant and they're just living out normal wolf life and normal wolf behavior because there are no humans there, and they probably will have shorter lifespans because of the radiation poisoning in the soil than they would elsewhere. But like in the wild, if humans weren't involved, but actually because humans get so involved so often, even if they live shorter lifespans from the radiation, they'll probably live longer overall than if they lived somewhere that had humans, because they won't have to worry about being hunted or being chased or having their prey like hunted down by humans, or like their prey being scarce. Oh my gosh, we just like shoved our head into that hole. That's fine. Or have prey scarcity because of agriculture or anything like that, or poisoned like carcasses to try to clear them up for agriculture. So it's really interesting to look at Chernobyl, which had the radioactive meltdown, and see how the wildlife has really picked up there. And there are definitely some major downsides to the genetic mutations that they suffer, but they are kind of thriving in abundance, and it didn't take very long, just a few decades, before things really started picking up tremendously based on the fact that like no humans were involved. But it is harder for the apex predators who live longer than it is for your like little guys like the birds or the skinks or things that live over there, like the mice. You normally won't see those big genetic bad effects happen because they live such tiny little short lifespans. All right, where the heck are coyotes? I don't see a coyote. I don't hear a coyote. We might have to set a coyote trap by leaving like our elk out and then going back and popping by the elk. All right, what about over here? Anything over here? I really thought it was, I mean, we stumbled on 2 coyotes really quickly last time, so I thought it would be easy to wrap up our challenge. We'll be back someday. They left a lot of trucks here too. I mean, personally, I would have at least filled the truck up and trying to have anybody who could drive sort of lead the way out. But I don't know, maybe you don't want to keep your stuff when you have to abandon it so quickly. Who knows? Maybe it would have like some radiation poisoning on it. Who knows? All right, well, we'll sniff over here. Anything on this side? No, nothing over there. Anything over here? Nothing over here. All right, so we're gonna run this way. And I'm gonna see. Let's see. No coyotes. All right. Well, let's go back over to where we have our carcasses. Look at all the grass growing up through the asphalt. That's really cool. We'll run over to where the elks are, and we'll see if there's any coyotes who are trying to come up and scavenge over there. This crane is kind of cool. What does this graffiti say? We don't often come over to this side of town, so it's kind of fun just to wander over here. It's just kind of a muddled mess. All right, and I think it's interesting because most of the stores are like totally empty, but a few of them still have like all of the supplies, all of their stuff in there. How interesting would it be to be able to get into the bookstore? If I could come here, I would probably want to examine what's hiding inside of the bookstore and just see the way that everything was sort of left, like an untouched library. An abandoned library. That would be like really, really cool. All right, so let's see. I think we have some food. I think I took down an elk over here recently. Whoa, don't go down the ditch. Yeah, okay, so we have an elk over here. Does it have a coyote near it? We can come get a snack. Wow. I really thought this would go faster because we stumble on coyotes all the time. Are there no city coyotes? Did the word get out that we're here? We're here and we're fierce and we'll cause trouble? Alright, well there's a carcass right here. So maybe we should just sit in the shade for a second and see if the coyote will come up. Alright, Quartz. Well, she is a wily wolf, so we'll just settle in. And we'll see if we get any coyotes that'll pop by if we wait just a moment. And I think I saw in the distance, somewhere nearby, was like a rabbit. Did somebody just eat the rabbit? Is that what he went for? He went for my lucky rabbit's foot before he was coming over to eat the elk? Come on, coyote. I mean, remember when we left the lucky rabbit out as bait for the coyotes? Where are they? I would have really thought we would have... Oh, well, there's all the elk. Yeah, good for you guys. I'm not in the mood to, like, hunt you right now. Let's see. Can I get to that elk, or is that a super far away elk? I think that's a super far away elk and not a city elk. No, this is the elk that we shoved in the back alley. Never mind. I remember it now. Is there a coyote over here? Where's all the coyotes? Now it's like the case of the missing coyotes. Huh. Well, alrighty then. We did chase a coyote out of a cabin. Maybe we need to go back into the wild. There's no city coyotes. Searching for city coyotes is not being successful. Alright, well, we'll pop back out. I think we have a carcass nearby that we'll check. And we actually did have some luck chasing some coyotes away from over there last time too. So we'll pop over here and maybe it'll give us a chance to see if we're going to find a potential good mate for Quartz. So Quartz, your story continues. So let's come over and see. Alright, what we have hiding up here. And the answer is... Any coyotes? Well, we're going to need some stamina if we're going to chase them off. Oh my goodness. Well, no coyotes. I guess we'll come and like sit in front of it maybe. And we'll rest for just a second. Where'd all the coyotes go? Normally they pop up after like a couple seconds. And oh, that's just a leaf. I got excited. I thought that was a coyote, but it was just a leaf. Alright. Well, there's some yummy food sitting as bait. Come on, coyotes. Alright. Alright. I'm not gonna wait much longer. Alright, Quartz. We're gonna give it like another 10 seconds. And if we don't have a coyote show up, then we're gonna take off and go find you a mate instead. Alright, well, no coyotes. Again. Huh. We might just have to roam around. We might just have to flush them onto the grass. Alright. Well, let's pop up and we'll see if we can potentially find a mate here in the Van Winkle pack. I just really wasn't feeling the last wolf we ran into as a potential mate. Like, in hindsight, maybe he would have been okay, but he just wasn't, like, wowing me. And if Quartz is going to find a mate for more or less her entire life, then she deserves to kind of search around until she finds a wolf that wows her. So let's see if there's going to be anybody showing up in this territory today. And potentially being her dispersal male who's going to become her mate. And maybe they're just going to be like Lost River wolves. Because I have to admit, I'd have a hard time now taking her to the creek to have puppies. Because in my head, Quartz is such a Lost River sort of wolf. But we can't have puppies here. So I can understand if that's what we have to do in order to carry on the lineage. If we decide to go ahead and have her. Let's see, are we almost out of the territory? Wow, this territory is huge! This is actually a lot bigger than I thought. Are we gonna find like the scent of a wolf anywhere? Hello? Maybe we'll find the scent of a coyote? Hello? Anybody here? Oh my goodness. It is a much bigger territory than I thought it was. We've just been poking around the like very edge of it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, if she is voted as heiress, then we will have to move her to the creek to have her puppies, but that's understandable. We can say that after she has her puppies, she goes back to Lost River. Alright, are we getting... Alright, well... I don't know if we're gonna find her a mate this time, you guys. What's going on? Where is everybody? We have neither coyotes nor other wolves that we're bumping into. Huh. Maybe we should just pop out and then try again. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're finding any wolves. Doesn't look like we're finding any coyotes. And I think it's time to find her a mate, though. I think next time for sure, one of our first orders of business will probably be... Oh. Coyote! Coyote! It's a male coyote! Alright, we're on him. We got this. Alright, we're gonna have to walk a little bit because she's so tired from looking for a potential mate. Now we found the coyote. We have flushed a coyote from the grasses. And we at least are carrying on with our challenge. So there we go. And gotcha, right next to our elk bait, which is kind of funny because we chased him to the elk bait instead of found him at the elk bait. All right, so just one more coyote and then her coyote challenge is done. And I think that Quartz is starting to feel a little bit lonely, so it should be time to find her a mate soon too. So next time we come back, you guys, we will find Quartz a mate, I think from the Van Winkle pack if we're lucky enough. And we will find the last coyote. And then her side story will be over until we maybe visit with her again next time in another future time and date. And we will return back to Stardancer, Geo, and Wisp for their second litter. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.